And therefore, pride is the enemy. And humility, he loves humility. He loves humility. So that's why it is, Sri Maharaji tells us that the one quality that God does not tolerate, pride, just like light and darkness cannot dwell in the same place, in the same way, pride and humility cannot exist simultaneously in the heart. It cannot dwell together. Yes. And the scriptures tell us something very astonishing, that God is bound by humility. A humble heart can attract him, soften him, and enslave him with love. Yes, with love. But if there is pride, even subtly, then God withdraws. Not out of anger, but because pride closes the door from inside. That's what it does. It closes the door from inside. So God does not turn away from us souls who have committed sins over the course of lifetimes. We're sinners. Yeah? So he doesn't turn away from sinners. He turns away from the arrogance. That's what he turns away from, arrogance. Not from individual souls. No. So he does not tolerate, he does not like pride, but he cherishes, loves humility. And so when we approach him, when we come to him with humility, then that love he pours upon us. And that love, or that humility, in the form of that love, it remains. It remains. It does not diminish. So plainly speaking, as I just mentioned, that one quality that God despises is pride, but he loves humility within the heart of the devotee, because humility is simple, it is unassuming, it is uncalculating, it does not demand recognition, it does not defend itself. No, none of these. It is open, it is transparent. So it is loved by God. Yes. And to make this reality more tangible, I want to share a story of how deeply Sri Krishna loves humility. History is filled with the lives, the stories of saints who not only taught devotion and spirituality through words, but through the silent authority of their lives. And one such saint is Saint Tukaram of Maharashtra. He was a great saint of his time, and always his devotion was steeped in humility. In humility. He was always singing bhajans and intoxicated with the divine name. It was the time of Holi. It was Holi festival, and a few mischievous children from the village approached him and asked that he sing fog songs for their amusement. And so he declined, continuing to be absorbed in remembrance. So annoyed by his response, the kids, they decided to mock him. Mock him. So what they did was they shaved his head and smeared lime, white lime, all over his scalp. They sat him on a donkey backward and placed the tail of the donkey in his hand. To deepen the ridicule, they garlanded him with carrots and eggplants and paraded him through the village, laughing and jeering. And his wife, Janbai, when she witnessed the insult that her husband was being subjected to, her heart broke. And she wept in anguish. But Saint Tukaram was unmoved by how he was treated. And he gently consoled her. He said, "Why are you crying? What wrong has been done? My hair had grown long. I didn't have money. So it was done for free. I had dandruff. The lime will cure it. The lime will cure it." Yes. And when we got married, we didn't have a procession. So today one was arranged. Yes. And for the vegetables, they will feed us for days to come. This was his response. While another person would have received that treatment with unbearable humiliation, Tukaram received it with grace. Through his life, he demonstrated the essence of humility. The essence of humility. Or the essence of spirituality. The foundation of all virtues, humility. Yes. So what another would have received as insult, they would have been so insulted. But Tukaram, he found only the hand of God. So this story teaches us, it reminds us, it only reinforces the fact that humility is so loving to God. And it is not a passive quality. It is not weakness. It is not a passive quality. In fact, it is the doorway to surrender, grace, devotion. For surrender, grace, and devotion to enter our lives. Yes. And so to dwell in that feeling of humility, Sri Maharaji has revealed in the Radha Govind Geet Dohas. There is in fact a book, Dainya Madhuri, of all the dohas or the couplets that Sri Maharaji revealed, all of the verses and the dohas that embody the essence of humility. So I'd like to chant a couple of them. I invite every one of us to receive these with open heart and let the fragrance of the power of humility imbued within these verses stir our longing hearts. Deen Bandhu Tera Naam Govind Radhe Mero Bani Jao ऐसी उर दीनता दे मेरो बन जाओ ऐसी उर दीनता दे तुझ साना दीनानाथ गोविंद राधे मुझ सान दीन अनाथ कृपा दे मुझ सान दीन अनाथ कृपा दे. See, even these few lines, within these few lines, the power of humility speaks quietly yet so powerfully. So powerfully. So, in the coming days, we will explore more deeply these words